Hi, everybody. Welcome to another session of Come Learn with me. My name is Batel. For today's article, the US chip boom is just beginning. Let's get started. Chip giant Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Co.'s decision to triple its investment in Arizona is part of a national rush to reshore key inputs for the American economy. Driving the news. President Biden travels to TSMC's Arizona plant on Tuesday to bask in the glow of the announcement. The company, which by some measures manufactures over half of the world's chips, says the threefold increase would bring its investment to around $40 billion. The TSMC says the plant will create more than 100,000 high-paying tech jobs, including 4,500 directly at the plant themselves. Americans' manufacturing is back, folks, President Biden says, speaking at the TSMC's facility. The big picture. The last few years of economy disarray, broken global supply chain, high inflation, Russian war on Ukraine, and growing trade and technology tension with China upended the system of globalization that emerged after the Cold War. That global network requires that people, commodities, capital, and goods could and would always flow easily across the borders. But the onset of COVID generates a series of global government scrambles for essentials. First masks and vaccinations, then semiconductors, and now oil and gas. That at a time blurs the line between economy security and national security. State of play. The disorder also highlighted the importance of developing domestic production of cutting-edge semiconductors, now sourced from a Taiwan that finds itself increasingly periled with an aggressive China. The $280 billion CHIPS and Science Act of 2022 signed into the law in August includes a $52 billion in its subsidies to coax companies into building production plants in the US. Corporations have been receptive, in parts because Russian invasion on Ukraine and China's response to Speaker Nancy Pelosi visits this year have really hammered home the fact that there is no guarantee of peace in Taiwan Straits going forward, says Chris Miller, a Tufts University history professor and author of the new book, Chip War, The Fight for the World's Most Critical Technology. Context. TSMC's announcement is just the latest in the string of high-profile investment plans for the computer chip companies. In early 2022, Intel announced it would spend $20 billion on a new chip production facility near Columbus, Ohio, and has planned to spend a similar amount building out plants in Chandler, Arizona. Samsung Electronics has floated the possibility that it could follow a previously announced $17 billion investment in chip productions in Austin, Texas, with up to a $200 billion on its 11 plants in the area, according to Bloomberg. What they're saying. The US and European focus on boosting chips manufacturing, along with the Chinese simulation desires to lead global tech, all point to increasing semiconductor capital expenditure in the coming decades. Analysts with CNP Global wrote in a recent research report. The bottom line, in the aggregate, the reshuffle of global chip market along national lines could be ineffective and costly as countries around the world rush to build or rebuild their own local supply of chips. But in the US, it will make for good policies offering shovel-ready photos ops for politicians to plant that promise good-paying jobs that, by definition, won't be outsourced to China. Thank you for joining me. If you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe and check out our links below to see if we can help your business. Have a good day.